there is a, yeah, so it will open something like that instead of just the front, the top of it opening. Is that correct?
That's correct. So yeah, so I had a friend reach out to me who has friends at Tesla and said, hey, by the way, they looked at your thread and they said this is the one.
All right, guys, welcome back to CyberTruck 1. This is going to be a really short video, but I thought this was really big news that's sort of being overlooked other than from the guy who was initially reporting it. So there was discussion from Investor Day just the other day that the CyberTruck would not have the Ford Lightning version of the Frunk, which was where the grill comes up and gets out of the way and you could sit in here or easily load things. And so we come to find out after the big Investor Day discussion by Matthew that he was wrong. He initially said that the hood would not open like this, that the Cybertruck's bumper would essentially be intact. But apparently the video was getting so much notoriety that some Tesla executives saw it, or some Tesla Cybertruck engineers. Anyway, let it be known that the Cybertruck will have a hood just like this. It opens like this, and let's just confirm. Okay. So this is what we heard, guys.
A little easier to navigate. So let's move on. So another question I got was about the Frunk. So the hood on the Cybertruck, it opens like a Model X, and I imagine it will have a similar size Frunk inside. We didn't see it, but that's what I imagine. The front kind of bumper grill area does not open along with the hood like an F-150 Lightning, which is, I think, the only thing that I prefer about the Lightning over the Cybertruck.
But there's also one piece of information you shared around the trunk initially, where it was just going to be like a Model X or Model Y style, or Tesla style Frunk, that it just opens the top up. But based on a recent update from a source you have, is that it actually will open like an F-150 Lightning, not like a Tesla. So if you scroll down a little bit, producer wife, you can see kind of what we're talking about. There is so it will open something like that instead of just the front, the top of it opening. Is that correct?
That's correct. So yeah, so I had a friend reach out to me who has friends at Tesla and said, hey, by the way, they looked at your thread and they said this is the one thing you got wrong, which is kind of cool because they didn't correct anything else. I'm sure I probably got something else wrong or something else will change, but they said like this is something you got wrong, and they told me to open like this. So I posted this, and then I actually had two other friends of mine who were at the people who I'd met, kind of become friends with over the past couple weeks, who were at the event, who spoke with a Tesla executive who was on stage that night, who confirmed that the front does open like this. So yeah, and if you watch my video or you read my thread, you may have noticed that when I said that the Frunk opens like the Model X, I said this is like the only thing that I think the Ford Lightning did better, and this is kind of my only disappointment, or not only disappointment, but like my primary disappointment. So it's cool to be corrected with some like really good news about it.
Yeah, that's
so. There you go, guys. Without question, I had actually pre-ordered a Lightning as well, just in case as a backup. Don't think it was ever really that realistic, but I did. But the only thing I could tell you that I did like was the way that the hood opened, and that, like you said, you can get equipment and luggage and or groceries or whatever into the frunk area vastly easier when you don't have this wall in front. And so this takes away the only thing the Ford Lightning had an advantage of, and now it's apparently gone. So I'm happy to report, no longer fear, the frunk with a grill that moves exists on a Cybertruck. All right, guys. Thanks for joining CyberTruck 1, and we'll see you at the next one.